Hello guys, Dan Hook here, and today I'm talking about book titles and how I came about my one to try and help you come up with yours. Now, the only requirement I find is that you need to have at least your first draft down to come up with your book title. Now, I know some people like to come up with their titles before they've written their story and world, and sometimes it works, but from what I've learned through writing mine is the title or rough title that you have at the beginning doesn't really fit by the time I finish the book, because so much has changed with the story and the characters and the plot, which, if you haven't realised by that I'm a discovery writer, I didn't really know what I was doing. Or is that a panther? Either way, yes, I kind of was making this first story up as I went along, so I couldn't give it the title that I needed. Now I've got everything in place and I can plan book 2 and 3, etc. The chances are the titles for these future books are more likely going to fit because they've got the structures of the story down. But anyway, back to the point. You're going to have a first draft of your story, and from that, write down in the simplest terms that you can find what your characters are up to, the general themes of your book and the genre, and make a list of words that relate. For my book Displaced, before I came up with the title, I was trying to work out the themes, and it's kind of they're away from home, the characters. Things aren't sitting quite right in the world. And one of the words that popped into mind was journey. Now, don't know what it is about journey. It didn't seem post-apocalyptic enough. Going on a journey kind of feels a bit more fantasy, or a bit more jolly at least. So if you've got a word that you kind of like, you could like the idea of the word, it gets the message across but isn't quite right, that's when you find that the internet and looking up synonyms is your friend. And if you can't find anything that really takes your fancy, it can always be a little bit more descriptive. There's a popular one, and it's called The Hobbit. It's about a hobbit. It's a good title, it works. And underneath Hobbit, it's an unexpected journey, which is funny enough, that's journey again. Yeah, it feels, I mean, to me, maybe that's why it feels a bit more fancy-based journey, because it's been used in The Hobbit now that I think about it. But regardless, yeah, just go through your story plan, go through what your characters are up to, write down, probably in bullet points, the major themes, look at alternative words, look at other books. Once you think you've got one or two that you like, ask your friends and family, see what they think, because obviously they don't know your story, or at least not as well, so they might be able to give you some feedback and input about what they think about the title, and whether they favour one over the other. But yeah, that's it for this video. I thought I'd just discuss the old Displaced there. Yeah, it was really just a case of just looking at the story, looking at the world. Like, the whole world is displaced. The characters are, in certain aspects, going through that. For some it's more literal than others. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out already, my book Displaced is up for pre-order. And if you pre-order, you can enter into the giveaway where there's 25 runner-up winners who can win things such as these premium limited edition mugs, bookmarks, prints. There's also 2 sizes of these. One sec. Here we are. Look at that. Look how cute that one is. Perfect. And they're all completely unique because they've all been handmade local to me. I'd say that one's probably good for some espressos and stuff like that. And one grand prize winner that will be announced on the 8th of September, who will win both sizes of the mugs, a signed paperback copy, bookmarks, prints, and a nice bit of a power from the Dark Array store. Or a poster. But yeah, thank you for watching.